नरेंद्र जी नमस्ते। नीरज भाई जय जगन्नाथ। ଶୁଭୁନି କିରେ? ତୋର ଅଡିଓ କାମ କରୁଛୁ ତ?
हाँ, अनम्यूट हो गया। तो छोड़िए ना, वीडियो आपको दिखाना है क्या?
हाँ भाई,
अपना मुझे नहीं दिखाने का जरूरत है।
काहे नहीं जरूरत है?
गंजी पहन के बैठे हैं
तो
इसलिए।
ठीक है, छोड़िए, है तो है।
किसी मीटिंग में आप हैं तो गंजी का फोटो नहीं ना दिखाइएगा।
ठीक है, पहन लेंगे, ऐसा कौन बड़ा चीज है?
इतना क्यों बोल रहे हैं? हमको तो बहुत बोलते हैं, बहुत बोलती है।
तुम्हारा जो चीज सब होता है, घर में बैठ के मीटिंग अटेंड करना है,
तो उसके बावजूद गंजी पहन के करना है।
ठीक है।
अच्छा तो कोई के लिए सुनो।
ये बात हम कह रहे हैं, इतना बात क्यों कर रहे हैं?
ठीक है, संतमरा 46 नरेंद्र राव
हो गया है, होगा।
फोन कर सब 400-500
ये आ गया।
तो बाल में ठीक है। प्लीज
Hello.
your club enabled synchronization.
अगर नहीं है तो फिर सिंक्रोनाइज कैसे करें उसको?
Yeah, we will explain you that, Major Nandari. See now, the synchronization happens automatically as long as you are enabled the sync. But there was some issue in Rotary.org on 30th of June. So because of that, there are some information is not synced that particular day or the next 2 days, which we are rectifying it. So we are already got the information from them. They are giving us information to do it. So we are doing that. Don't worry.
So
Can
we update the list in international, it should automatically get updated in the
Yes,
Rotary India also, right?
So now
Can
it's
we-
4:30. Now I'm going to, we'll start the
Okay,
class
okay.
now. We'll have a question answers later. I'm going to mute
Okay.
everybody. And during the class, if anybody has a question during the question answer session, we will answer you all your questions. Anshumanji, you can unmute yourself and start.
Yes. Good afternoon, friends. This is Angshuman Bandyopadhyay, past governor from 3291, and I'm the chairman of Rotary India website app. So, good afternoon and welcome you all to this first official training edition of Rotary India Masterclass for the year 2022. We had two previous Rotary India session in the last 2 weeks, same time, same day, Wednesday 4:30. The first one on 22nd of June that we had with all the incoming district governors and all the incoming district coordinators, where both our Rotary International Director, Venki and Dr. Mahesh were present, and all our zonal coordinators for Zone 4, Pinky Patel, for Zone 5, Chandrabab Kalidas, and for Zone 7, Ganesh Bhatt, all the past governors, they were present. So we discussed some of the new features that we have added in the Rotary India Masterclass for the last few months. And we have seen that almost all the governors and the general coordinators, they are extremely enthusiastic, and they have promised and assured us that they will promote using the Rotary India Masterclass in their district. We have also offered in that meeting the support of the Rotary India team. We have offered that any district, if they want to have a separate training program on Rotary India specific to their district with their club president, secretaries, and the district officials, they can ask us, and we will be very happy with our team for the online special training program for district specific. So we have already received a few such requests, and we are working on it. The next week on 29th of June, we had the inaugural session of this Rotary India Masterclass, which was open to all. And that masterclass, our then Rotary International President Shekhar Mehta joined. We requested him. On that day, very day, he landed at Kolkata, and he was traveling from airport to his office. And even when he was in the car, he joined that meeting and encouraged all of us. So from today, we are starting this Rotary India Masterclass, which was a very regular and annual feature for the last 2 years. Normally, we used to start it in the month of March or April, but this year we started a little late, but we'll continue it for the next 12, 13 or 14 weeks as per the necessity and as per the request and demand from the participants. I'm so very happy that already more than 330 participants have joined. I'm sure during the course of today's deliberation, many others will join. But please keep one thing in mind. Even if there are 1,000 registrations as it is today, but even if 50 or 60 participants join at 4:30, we will start at 4:30. Last week, and the year before last, what we have seen, some of the Rotarians, they joined late casually. And during the question answer session, they have asked such questions which we have discussed in detail during our deliberation. So that made our job pretty difficult. Let me be very clear. Whatever we have discussed clearly and we have explained clearly, if somebody joins at 5 p.m. or 5:15 and they start asking the basic question which we have already discussed, it will not be possible for our team to answer all those. And from this week, what we have planned, as we plan every week we will take up one or two topic. Most of you are aware that when you log into Rotary India, in the dashboard, you will find around 24 separate icons. And each icon needs to be explained and to be used by you. So today, we will discuss the most important part of the Rotary India website and app, for which basically it was created. It was created by RI President Shekhar Mehta. It was his brainchild, and the entire Rotary India team continuously they are trying their level best to upgrade and update the website and app. And today the website and app has come to that stage that even the Rotary International, they are trying to take cue from our website and app, and they are trying to include and incorporate some of the features to Rotary.org. So we are so very happy to that. And RI President Shekhar Mehta told us in the last week's meeting, that at least 10 countries all over the world, they have approached us to replicate this Rotary India website and app system for their country as well. So this is a great achievement for the Rotary India team. Kudos to the team. And one more thing, it is the users like you who are constantly guiding us, motivating us, pointing us our mistakes, suggesting us the improvements. Because of you all, we have been able to reach to that stage that the entire world is now praising the initiative, this Rotary India website and app. So my dear friends, please continue to use this, continue to join this Rotary India masterclass, because every week we'll have separate session. It is not that today you have joined, so your job is over. No, please continue to join in all sessions so that when we complete all the masterclass, you all will be the master trainer of this Rotary India website and app, and you will be able to guide all the clubs in your district, all the Rotarians in your district, and obviously we all will be there with you 365 days. So without much ado, now I will request Rotary India website and app, our webmaster, you all know him, Rotary Narendra Rao, to start today's discussion and the training. And once the initial training is over, initial feedback is over, he will request you to raise your hand online for your question, and he will mute one by one, and you can raise your question and we will answer that. Moreover, the chat box is open, and our Rotary India team will be extremely vigilant on the chat box also. You can put your question in the chat box even during the presentation, and our backup team will try to answer your queries in the chat box itself. So Naren, now the floor is yours. I'm extremely sorry, I'm traveling. I'm I'm on train, so I have not been able to show my video, but I'm sure you all have been able to hear me. Thank you so much. Over to Narendra.
Thank you, Anshumanji. Thank you, Anshumanji, for joining even in this while traveling. So, friends,
Excellent. More than 400 participants. Great,
we
kudos.
have around
Thank you.
419 participants as of now. We reached 420, the good number. Okay, friends, good evening to everybody. So today's topic is service project. So, but before that, because there are a lot of people who are a lot of club presidents and secretary who are completely new to Rotary India. So I'm going to spend maybe 4 or 5 minutes on the basics of Rotary India. Then we'll get into the service project. So I'll show a small PPT for 2-3 minutes. Friends, in the current year now, you already have a lot of plans. The plans may be increasing the members or more participation for your projects, or it is, to ensure that you have a full house for all your meetings. You want an EY club, you want to greet members on their birthdays or anniversaries. You want to send a monthly report to the governor. You need to send data for your GML for the governor's monthly letter. You need to update your club website regularly. You need to update your members' data. You need to have a great official visit of the governor. Some call it as OCV, some call it as GOV. And you need to add the trust document. You need to report hundreds of things to DG. Update your board of directors. You need to manage your TRF contributions, your charter, bylaw. There are hundreds of things, social media posting or district citation. You need to achieve RI citation. You need to have the global grants done. Friends, in case we are still stuck in our old technology or old things like, using the account ledger, everything, we will not be able to do it. At the same time, we also expect you to have more time for your business, more time for your family. The reason is the documentation or managing those too many things and in terms of reporting should not take up your business time or your family time. So that is the reason Rotary India can actually help you how to manage this better. Friends, I'm sure all of you know about the basic parts of Rotary India. Rotary India has an app as well as a website. The app is for every Rotarian and their family members in the country. That means if I download the app and I have added my wife and my children in the application, all of them, including me, can download the Rotary India app. But the website login is limited to the admins of the club. The default admins of the club is only your president and secretary, and you can make others as admins. Let's say you are a president or you are a secretary, you would have already received a username and a password. In case you are not received, just send an email to support@rotaryindia.org. We will ensure that you will receive the username and password, and you or your secretary can update the project, update all the things which we'll talk about. Now, Rotary India has got options to search project by various options, whether it's by district numbers, club name, area of focus, state, in any way. And the best part in Rotary India is the story is never deleted. That means the story that you're going to create in 22-23 will always be there perpetually. That means after 10 years, you want to go back and see what did my club do or my district do or what my country did or my state did in the year 22-23. You will be able to see it in Rotary India. And the app Rotary India has got options to search for any Rotarian in the country, any club in the country. And in very few days, you will also have option to search for any club in the world from here. Plus, when you search for a Rotarian in the country, you can search by their name, by their classification, by the district number, in any combination, you can do that. Plus, the app also notifies who's celebrating birthday in the club, who's celebrating birthday in the district or anniversary in the district. Plus, as a club, you can send communication, you can do lots more things, which we will keep on teaching you in the various master classes. Rotary India takes care of 3 major parts. 1 is communication, 2 is reporting, and 3 is public image. Now, I'll stop the PPT. We will come to the point of today in terms of reporting, or that is typically the service project part. So I will not go to the depth of the entire PPT today because today's focus is going to be on the service project. Friends, can anybody raise a hand and tell me the name of a club? So we will go to that club and add a project today. So we'll do a practical session of doing that. So someone can raise a hand and tell me the name of the club, or you can send the name of the, yeah, I can see Lieutenant Pawar. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
the name of the
Good.
club?
Satara Elite Rotary Club.
Satara?
Rotary Elite Club.
Satara Elite, right? 1 second. I'm just going into your club. So we will add a project in your club, friends, and we'll understand how we actually done that. So how do I log in? I'll show you that from the system now. Now, when I log into rotaryindia.org, this is the screen I get. So before entering into the club, I want you to see this number. Can you see the number of projects which is done by the clubs of India? 2,09,100 projects. Lieutenant G, if you can keep your mic off, yeah. 2,09,100 projects done by around 3,000 clubs, which is worth 1,522 crores. And in the current year, that is in the 22-23, it shows you 745 projects. That means the last 5 days, 745 projects already been added by 337 clubs. So now let's go and see what is the story of 21-22. Look at this. It shows 98,615. That is just 1,400 short of 1 lakh projects worth 767 crores is added by the clubs of Rotary in India. Now, friends, now let's log in and see the story about Satara Elite. I'm logging through my account. So, but when you click on the login ID, I'll just show this again. So every Rotarian or every president or secretary is being given the login ID and password. I'll just log out. So when you log in, when you click on this login, your mobile number is the login ID and the password is already been sent to you. In case you're not received the password, but you're a president, just try clicking on forgot password. You may receive the password. But whatever reasons, in case you're not receiving the password, send an email to support@rotaryindia.org and we will ensure that you will get the login ID and password ASAP. Now, so once you log in, of course, you'll not see the screen. You will directly see the Satara Elite club name. I'm just going into that club. Now, this is the screen that you enter into. So once you log in, you will see this screen. So let me explain you the screen for a second before going into service projects. Now, this shows a directory of your club. This shows you can upload upcoming events here, or you can write your dues here. Even though we are not learning about dues today in the masterclass, I want you to start entering it. The moment you pay your district dues or a club dues, or the district dues or the Rotary News Trust dues or the semi-annual dues, please go here and update it. And all your upcoming events, you can go and upload it here. And this is about the governor's official visit. Later we'll discuss about. Now, today's topic is on the service projects. I'll get into this module first. So when I click on the service projects, now I can see the projects of 21-22 added by this club. And I can't see any number of 22-23. Don't get panicked. Now I need to add a project for the current year, 22-23. So reason of dropping the drop down here is I can go and add a project to any year 2 here. Now I'll click on add a project. So when I want to add a project, finally, before getting into adding a project, what is the project that we need to add? Let's assume that we have done a tree plantation today, or we have done Annapurna today, we have done any project in the last 5 days. So now we are talking about adding the project which is completed. We are not adding a upcoming project. Here we are adding a project which is completed. So now I go into the screen and click on the add project. So when I click on add project, the first message you get is a terms and condition. The data that I enter is for a service project conducted by my club that has benefited my community. It is not a club meeting or a fellowship meeting or a club celebration or any other miscellaneous event. That is, example, say you had a chartered accountants day or a doctor's day on July 1st is not a project. So that is not a project. That is more of a fellowship thing which you have to add in the club meeting. So project means specifically a service project conducted by my club that has benefited my community. A doctor's day is not benefiting the entire community. Okay, so the content posted here will also be displayed. It will be displayed in Rotary India website, my district website, my club monthly report, and in case you have a Rotary India integrated club website. That means when I enter a project here, the project goes into various places. So be careful what you enter here, be careful what you write here. So it goes into Rotary India website, it goes into the district website. Friends, all your district websites are linked to this system. That means your governor will know whenever you add a project from the district itself. Now, same way, during your club monthly report, end of the month, you're going to have a monthly report you need to submit to the governor. Even that report will have the project which is added by you automatically added there. Plus, in case you have a Rotary India integrated club website, which will explain you, if you have a website which is integrated with Rotary India, the information goes to the website too. Now, I had to click on I agree. I had no option. If I do not agree, I can't add a project here. Now, what is the first question asked? Whatever you're going to add, is it a one-time project or an ongoing project? I'll say one-time project. If I say ongoing project, then I can select an existing ongoing project. It shows you the information about ongoing project. Now I'm not looking at ongoing project. First, let me complete the one-time project. So when I select one-time project, this next question it is asking you is it a joint project with any other club? Let's assume that no, it is not a joint project. It's a individual, my club's project. Now, what is a project is all about? Title. Examples I write, rain, water, harvesting is the name of the project. Example. Now, description to this. We completed a rain water harvest project in Satara village Y, 50 kilometers away from our club. We had our district governor Rukmesh Jakotia as chief guest for this event. Okay, now let's say this is the description of this particular project. Now, next question is area of focus. When I select area of focus, where it belongs to? It belongs to water, sanitation, and hygiene. Am I right? So when you select water, sanitation, and hygiene, it shows you a drop down of various options of water, hygiene, sanitation, and hygiene. So rainwater harvesting is already there. In case you have a project which is not covered in this, you can go to a specific area of focus in case you know which area of focus and click on others and add it. Now it is already there. So I'm selecting rainwater harvesting. Now, again, it asks for one more question. Am I doing a rainwater harvesting monitoring system or is it a structure? So I select RWH structure. Now, what is the date of this project? Let's say I did this project on 1st of July. And the cost of this project is 50,000 rupees. And who funded this? It's a small project. So I'm not asking for any grant from Global Grant for this. It is a self-funded project. And this rainwater harvesting is helping some villagers there. How many people are in that village? Example, you have 100 people in that village who are getting benefited out of it. And how many people were involved in this project from your club? Let's assume that you had 10 Rotarians and they all spent around 5 hours in that particular place and we did this work. That means 10 into 5, it is 50 man hours is what you spent. How many Rotarians were involved? 10. Let's say you had 3 Rotaractors also had come for the event. Now, you have done this project on 1st of July. Has this project is covered in any print media, any local newspaper or anything that is, if at all it's covered, you can select yes, then you can upload that picture of that particular print media thing. Let's say you can take a screenshot of that particular image from the print and you can add it here. Let's say in my thing, it is not covered in the print. So now I want to add 5 photographs. How do I add a photograph? Click on add image. Now I click on I'm just putting some dummy photographs here just for testing purpose. Let's say now this is a rainwater harvesting photograph. So I'm putting this photograph now. I uploaded 1 photograph. I can also write a description. Rainwater harvesting inaugurated by local operator XYZ. Now I want to put more information. I click here and put 1 more photograph. I click here. Add 1 more photograph. And I can also write a description. Whatever, I'm just writing the information. Now, there is an option here. Click here to send this project details through WhatsApp to all members of club. Friends, on the top, there is an option called as WhatsApp balance. And in your login, you get an option to recharge this. So in case you want this project information to be automatically sent to all your members as a content and a photograph and everything in a WhatsApp, they can select this option and do it. Now, because there is no balance, I'm not selecting this and I'm clicking on save button. Now, when I selected the save button, definitely I'll delete this project, don't worry, I just added for testing purpose. Now, it also gives you a small pop-up here. I want all of you to read this. We have successfully added a project in Rotary India, requesting you to add the same project in Rotary Showcase by clicking on the link below. So when I click on this link will take me to rotary.org and takes me to the place where I can add a new project. Can you see this? I can go and add a new project. Unfortunately, as of today, we do not have a direct link from rotaryindia.org to rotary.org in terms of adding a project. We have only link for the members data synchronization. So in case you want to add the project in rotary.org, you don't need to again hunt where the link is. Click on that link. When you finish it off, it can take you there. In case you want to do it later, you can always come back here and say, okay. And your project is added. Can you see this? The project is added in the Rotary Club of Satara Elite. The project name is rainwater harvesting and the cost is 50,000 and beneficiaries. I can go and edit it. I want to go and edit it. I made a mistake in this project. I want to go and change something. Instead of 50,000, actual cost is 55,000. I can go and click on the edit button here and change the figure from 50 to 55,000. Or my beneficiary is not 100, it is actually 1,000. Or I want to write 1,001. So now I want to tell you something more about this 1,000 number. When you add a project which has got more than 999 beneficiaries, your project is monitored by the zonal coordinators. You just now heard Anshumanji, who is also a zonal coordinator along with the website chairman for Zone 6, which comprises around 10 to 11 districts. So same way, every club here is connected to a district and every district is connected to a zone. So there are 4 zones in the country. So there are 4 zonal coordinators for Rotary India. One is Anshuman Bandopadhyay, who is for Zone 6. You have Pinky Patel, who is also a RPIC and she's for Zone 4. And Ganesh Bhatt, who is from Zone 7. And Chandrababu Kalidas is from Zone 5. So these zonal coordinators of Rotary India will get a notification if the project beneficiaries are increased more than 999. Why? Because the reason is, in case you have that shows your project is big. You have 1,000 beneficiaries for a project. So when you add this project, that means they will monitor it. They'll also ensure that it is proper. The reason is simple. They are not going to monitor it or trouble you in this subject. They will also ensure it is proper. The reason is we do not want someone to write a project which is not a 1,000 beneficiaries project, but they write the figure of 1,000 beneficiaries for it or 5,000 beneficiaries. Because lots of times it happened that one club is done just a candle march on this one small street of their place and they wrote that beneficiaries 139 crores. So we do not want such wrong figures to come there. So that is the reason the language we use is direct beneficiaries. We are not talking about indirect beneficiaries. So when you do a, let's say you're giving a bench to a school, that particular classroom has got only 50 people, your direct beneficiaries are 50. You can't say that next 20 years, there will be 1 lakh people coming into that school. No, it is for the current time, the direct beneficiary is what you need to add there. So now, so when you do this, as I told, I was just editing this figure. I'm also putting a figure of 1001. The moment I click on update, can you see this message now? A limit of 1,000 beneficiaries has been set for each project. If this project has got more than 1,000, as this project has more than 1,000 beneficiaries, it will be sent to the zonal head of Rotary India for approval. So they will also check this and they approve this project. So till the time it gets approved, the project will not be displayed anywhere. Got it? Are you clear on this part now? Now, friends, any doubts on this subject of adding a project? Any doubts? Anybody has any doubt? I want you to raise your hand online and we will take up your question. Anybody has a doubt? Yeah, you can see Sachin Singhvi. Aishwarya.
Naren, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today we will limit our discussion for uploading one-time project. Maybe next week we will continue this project uploading for a continuous project, and some other features. What do you feel?
No, I think we have time. We can show the
Okay.
option also.
Okay.
Once this is
So-
discussion done, I'll show
So,
that.
okay. So it is better than you complete this
I'll show
continuous
the-
project and other features, then go for the question and answer.
Okay, got it. So friends, now I uploaded a project which is one-time project. Now let me see when I upload.
Naren, 1 minute. I have another request.
Yeah,
Today, at least you show them in the club directory how to add additional admin. Just,
Okay, I do.
that part you show them so they will be comfortable.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So friends,
Once you
we'll
complete the
answer all the
pro-
questions. So before
project
that,
portion, okay.
yeah, I'll just show you now. I showed you about the one-time project. So let me show you if it's an ongoing project, how the entry is happening. So I'm going to add another project example. Instead of one-time project, I select an ongoing project. So when I select an ongoing project, it is asking me, is it a select an existing ongoing project or select a new ongoing project? What it means? Let's assume that you are doing this rainwater harvesting maybe 10 times in a year because you are planning to have it in one village, second village, third village, and fourth village. So do not consider as 4 different projects because the project is rainwater harvesting. So it's ongoing. Today we have an agenda to complete it in a village called as Y near Satara. Tomorrow we are going to go to Sangli and do it. Day after tomorrow we are going to go to Kolhapur and do it. Whatever. We have another place in near Satara where we are going to do it. That means we have a project to do it in 5 different places. So that means it is a repeat project or it's going to be an ongoing project. So then what is the name of the ongoing project? Rainwater harvesting. Or let us say we are creating a new ongoing project called as tree plantation. We are going to have a tree plantation drive in 10 different places. Now I created a concept called tree plantation. Now I go and enter the data here and save it. Because it's the first time I'm entering a tree plantation in the current year, it shows current year's first project of tree plantation. But tomorrow, when I go and add another tree plantation project, I just need to select this ongoing project and select the existing project. In the existing project, I go and select tree plantation there. So in the system also, when you actually go and see it here, you can actually select the ongoing and repeat project and can see all the list of ongoing or repeat projects of your club. Here you can see the one-time project of your club. Here you can see all the projects of your club. Now I'll tell you one more thing. So now you understood about the ongoing project and the repeat project. Now let's assume that you have entered a Doctor's Day by mistake in Rotary India in the project. गलती से आपने मिस्टेक कर दिया, आपने डॉक्टर्स डे कर दिया. So your AG or someone says आपने जो project डाल दिया, it is wrong. You need to move this into your club meeting. It is not a project. It's not a service project. So do you need to rewrite it again? No. You just need to move this by clicking on the move button. Click on this move to club meeting. And I click on this. I'm not going to click X now. If I click on it, okay, the project will be moved from service project to meetings. That means मैंने गलती से data entry कर दिया of a project which is not a service project. वो सब warning था, मैंने देखा नहीं है. I didn't bother to see that warning. I still entered a club meeting, let's say club installation or a Doctor's Day celebration or a CS celebration, which is not a project, which is a service, it is not a service project, it's a meeting information. But I added it here. I click on this move button, click on it. When I say okay, now this information is moved from here. It goes out of this place and it goes into the club meeting. Can you see this? It's gone into the club meeting. The screen is changed. It is asking the title for this project and the screen is different. It is asking for the attendance. It is asking for, is it a Regular meeting, fellowship or BOD, and the photograph is already here. So that means you don't need to do the work again. Everybody has the right to make mistakes, but you have the right to correct it too. So when you make a mistake, you can move the project from service project to a meeting. Similarly, आपने गलती से club meeting में जाके एक project add कर दिया, which is a service project. So when you save it here, from here you can move it to service project. You don't need to rewrite the entire thing. So now can you see this? The entire data which I mentioned is already here. Now I just have to put the date. Example, say the date of this meeting was on 3rd of July, or sorry. And attendance. Let's say now my club has got 15 members. I just saw that. So I'll write all the 15 members have attended. Automatically shows 100% attendance. I can also say, is it a regular meeting or a fellowship or a board of directors meeting, assembly or a trust meeting? So I'll say regular meeting. I can also add an agenda or a minutes, and I can add this information and update it here. Okay, I'm updating it here. Anyway, it's a mistake. Now I'm going to delete this from you. Don't worry, Lieutenant G. Now it is gone from the project and it's come here. Now I want to move this back to the projects because it is not a meeting, it's a project. I can click on this move button and the entire data will move into the project module. Again, the question is asked, is it a one-time project? Why? Because it's like asking those data again, but your photograph and content is already here. You need to write about the figures again. Beneficiaries was 100. Man hours is 50. Routines involved is 10. 5. And I'm clicking on saving it. See, now it's also saying me mandatory things. So is it a joint project? No. Area of focus it belongs to is water and sanitation, and in the rainwater harvesting, click on update. Friends, you understand one thing, the entire process of adding a project was not, it did not take more than 5 minutes. So that means you could actually do this entire process in 5 minutes. Now, I will show you how this is done from a mobile too. So that you know.
Before we go ahead,
Yeah.
Just explain the difference between the ongoing project and the one-time project. There are still a lot of people who are a little confused on that.
Very good. Okay. So friends, what is a one-time project? We did one rainwater harvesting project. I'm not going to do any rainwater harvesting project now. That is over. Next project of mine is a tree plantation. Next project of mine is a blood donation. Next project of mine is a something else. Let's say your club has a blood bank. You're going to have multiple blood donation camps. So each blood donation camp, you can't consider a separate project. ये repeat project है. मतलब आज एक project किया, कल भी एक blood donation camp करने वाले हो, परसों भी एक करने वाले, whatever, it may be once in a month you want to do a blood donation camp. That means आपका जो regularly जो blood donation camp होगा, it will be considered as a ongoing or a repeat project. But आज मैं एक blood donation camp करने वाला हूँ, उसके बाद इस साल में कोई मेरा plan नहीं है blood donation camp का. Then we consider as a one-time project. Clear on this part? Now I want you to see how the way I showed you on the desktop by logging in, you can also add a project from your mobile. So let me try to activate my mobile. Let me see whether I can now share the mobile screen and show you that. You can see my mobile screen now. Now I go to my club. So I'm sure all of you who have downloaded the app and who are the admins, they will understand the process which I'm talking about now. When I go to my club, there's an option for me to go to service project. Can you see this icon called as service projects? Now, when you go to service projects, now can you see this button, plus button here? This plus button will come to only those people who are the admins. I'll explain you in 5 minutes how to add more admins as Anshumanji very specifically asked for it. But when I click this plus button is not seen by non-admins of your club. That means a person who's a Rotarian but not an admin cannot see this plus button on his screen. So may I have the plus button click karta hu. It is asking me to add a service project. Now I click on the add a service project. Again, the same message comes here. I agree. I select one-time project. Is this project done by any other club? With another club? No. Service project, drop down to the part. I'll select water and sanitation. Now inside this, I have a subcategory. I go and select rainwater harvesting. Then inside that RW structure. Now I go and select the funding as self-funded. And what's the date? It automatically picked up today's date. I can go and change it. 3rd July. Cost 50,000 rupees. Beneficiaries 100. Number of man hours, as I told you, 50, because I had 10 Rotarians and we spent 5 hours. And Rotarians involved were 10. Protractor say 2. Now title to the project, I'll say rainwater. Description, I can write the same description. Now, is this project covered in the print media? No, so I'm not writing that. So now I'll click on adding a photograph. I can click on it. I can go to my gallery and add any photograph on the gallery and add these 5 photographs. And again, do you want to send this in a WhatsApp to all the members of a club? I can select that, but it shows my balance is nil in my club, so I can't send it. And rest, everything is done and I can click on add. Now friends, in case you do not add even one single photograph, it won't allow you to add a project. You need to have minimum 1 photograph there in the system. So we learned now how to add a project from the computer as well as from the desktop. So friends, whoever has questions on this subject, we'll do it. But before that, just for a minute, because there are too many topics which is needed to be covered as soon as possible, I'll just show you for a minute on how to add more admins, because this may be very important that you may want to add more admins who may want to add it in the club to add the projects. Now, I'm just deleting this project Lieutenant G because there's a junk. Now, when you go to the club directory, you will see 4 people are the admins of the club. Let's say I want to make Kulkarni Abhijit Shri Krishna as an admin of my club because he's very active and he's good in adding these projects and doing the work on the back end. I can just go and click on make admin and I can make him as admin in the club. Let's try to click on him and it is asking me, do you want to make him as admin? If I say, yeah, okay, he becomes admin of the club. Now, there may be questions which is not related to service project by a lot of clubs saying that our data is not there in rotaryindia.org. First, when you log in, please ensure that this is showing as sync enabled. In case it is not, there is a small button here which actually guides you on how to do the enabling. So that shows your club is either Rotary India and Rotary.org sync is enabled or not. If it is enabled, the data will come from there into Rotary India. So clear on this part? So now let's get into the question answer session for next 5-7 minutes. Then we can cover the topic. Yeah,
Naren,
sure.
before we start question answer session,
Yeah.
I'd like to remind all those who have joined late. Every Wednesday, we will start the master class at 4:30. Our link will be opened from 4:15. I will request everybody to log in by 4:20 at least, because today also, now we have more than 500 participants, but when we started, we had around 250 participants. Gradually, it increased to 550 or so. So what happened? In the first 10, 15 and 20 minutes, what we have discussed, around 50% of the participants, they missed that. So when they joined, we are in the advanced stage of our deliberation. So if they don't hear it from the beginning, it will be extremely difficult for them to catch up. Then during the question answer session, they will start asking silly questions, what we have already been told and answered. So this is my humble request. Tell everybody to join by at least by 4:15 or 4:20, because even if we have 50 participants, I have told in the beginning, we'll start at 4:30. Time is very, very important. Over to Naren.
Yeah. And before I get into it, I want to recognize DG Rukmesh Jakotia from 3132 is already present here. And I can see from 3120 DGE Sunil Bansal is also here. So I'll just show the Rukmesh ji is here, and Sunil ji, if you can on your camera, I can also show your face to everybody.
Welcome, welcome the new district governors and the district team.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining. Thank you.
Yeah, so now let's get into the question answer session. And friends, we have enough time. So even though our schedule is 4:30 to 5:45, in case someone wants to understand more, we can spend time here, don't worry. So now, Smita, you have a question. Pranav, can you unmute her?
Smita ji, can you please unmute yourself? Okay, we'll move to the next one.
Yeah, Rukmini Devi. Yeah, Rukmini, please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Actually, I wanted to ask about the fellowship. What are the fellowship projects and what are the meeting in where to upload them? You are saying in meetings only, in meeting agenda only, we have to attend, upload all those things.
Yeah,
But-
I'll just repeat this, Rukmini ji. In the service project, any service that we do for a community is going to be added, which comes into any of the area of focus, or it can be youth service, which is additional thing. Other than that, whether it's a fellowship, whether it's a meeting, whether it's a club assembly, or it is a board of directors meeting, or is it a installation, or any of the fellowship events, you need to add in the club meetings icon.
Okay. But
so
I wanted to know about, suppose plantation continues, that will be in a repeat.
so that will be in the service projects, and because you're doing more than one
Yeah.
one
And you
event
can
of
check
plantation, you can actually go and select as a repeat or an ongoing project for it.
Okay. Okay.
Clear? Yeah.
Okay.
And please, the host add Narendra Asija to be listened. Narendra Asija ji, can you please unmute yourself?
Oh yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
My question is like, what is the boundary limit? I mean, the community boundary limit where we can execute the projects. Like we are based in Kharghar, 3142
Yeah.
district, and what is the distance we can cover?
There is nothing of that sort. You
we can
can
go up to
do the
maybe-
project in 3131, which is just on the boundary of yours. You can just hop in there and do a project there too. So there is no restriction of you need to
that's
do it
good.
in your boundary of place.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you so much.
Rotary Club of Ahmednagar.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I'm Purushottam Jadhav.
Yeah.
My query is that regarding beneficiary, we have conducted a plantation in one college.
Yeah.
There we have completed 50 plantation is there. So how we will calculate beneficiary? That task is that.
So this is actually a very debatable thing, because when you add a tree, there may be lakhs and lakhs of people who go under that tree for so many years. So
Correct.
that is this particular number, which is something which is not a practical answer to whatever I tell you, the figure is a wrong figure.
No, Naren,
Yeah.
if they did it in a college or in a school, so maximum we can allow the number of students and teachers combined in that college.
Right, right.
Suppose the college has 1800 students and 150 teachers and non-teaching staffs. So the total beneficiary maximum can be 1950.
Right, right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and Sachin's.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening. In case of joint projects, how exactly the reporting has to be done? Can you just throw some light on that? I mean to say the beneficiaries, costs, those kind of things.
So when it's a joint project, the beneficiaries may remain the same. So, but most important part is you need to decide whether you are a host club or you are a co-host club. Because in a joint project, let's assume that you have done a joint project where it is 1,000 beneficiaries. You're not going to distribute 500 to your club and 500 to some other club. It will be 1,000 from your side, 1,000 from their side. So don't worry. You can write the entire thing, because there may be 10 clubs who are doing it. So, but in the system, we actually track that and we ensure that only the host club information is shared in Rotary India. Not all the clubs data is shared in the Rotary India. So, but in your club website or your monthly report, it is automatically added. So that I'm just giving a simple example. Let's say now you are from Rotary Club of Satara and I am from Rotary Club of Satara North. And we did a project jointly. And the beneficiary is 1,000. You are a host club and mine is a co-host club. But in my club website, so a lot of people may be asking about the club website. I'll explain you what is the club website concept of this. But in my club website, it automatically shows as a project of mine. In your club website, it shows the project is of yours. But when it goes to Rotary India, my project is not seen. Why? Because I'm a co-host and you are a host. So only your project is displayed there in the rotaryindia.org. Same way, in the district screen also, your project is seen, but not my project is seen, or my upload is not seen there. But in my club monthly report, my governor's official report, my club website, this project is completely seen. Is it clear?
So even if it's a joint project, there is no host or co-host, then in that scenario, then this won't work, right?
No, in a joint project, there's always a co-host and a host. There cannot be two hosts. It can be only one host and others are co-hosts.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Thank you. So friends, before entering into this, like a lot of people are asking the club website, but I want to show you something for a minute. Can you see this website, which has got one project added in the current year and has got all the information? Who's the president of the club? Who's the secretary of the club? Who's the international president? And who's the governor of the district? Now, in this website, I want to go and see the members of the club. I click on the members. At the directory of members, it shows me the members of the club here now. Members of the club here. Or when I click on the board of directors, it also shows all the board of directors of the club of the current year. Now, The club has added one project in the current year. It's already come here. I want to see what project is this. I go to projects. So it shows on the 1st of July, a blood donation camp is done and they already been added. Now let me see what this club has been doing in the other years. I'll go to the home. Can you see a year mark here of 22-23? I just changed it to 21-22. You just saw this now that this club, the current president, current secretary, current international president, and Kailash Jatani, the current governor. I just changed it to 21-22. Let me see the story of 21-22 in this club. So when I go to 21-22, the photograph is changed. This club has done 26 projects. Rotary International President is Shekhar Mehta. Governor's name also is changed. President of the club also is changed. And secretary also is changed. And I can go and see all those 26 projects here. Or I go back to 2021. Let me go back to 2021 and see the story about this particular club. Select the year 2021. Club has done 27 projects instead of 26 projects. And Holger Knack was the president. The governor is different. President, secretary of the club is different. What am I saying here? Friends, you may have a club website or you may not have a club website. But in case you are going to have a club website, have a website which has got information about your earlier years automatically added. Second is, when you add a project, you don't have to send this data to some web developer to add it. Am I audible now?
Yes. Now.
Sorry, I think there was a network issue, it got dropped. So now friends, so anything that I do in my club is added to my club website. The way I told you it is added to the district website, the way it is added to the Rotary India website, it can also be added to a club website. So in case you are looking for a club website, which is linked with your mobile application, linked with the Rotary India dashboard that you are going to be controlling it for the entire year. So there's a small cost to it. You need to pay a subscription. You don't need to pay for the development of the website. You need to pay subscription charges of 10,999 rupees for the website, and the website is yours, and your story is never going to be deleted. Imagine Ghanshyam Das is the president of my club and Mosam Parekh is the secretary of my club, and they want to have the data permanently. That is, after 10 years, Ghanshyam Das wants to show to the world what did my club do in that year 22-23. Your website will have the information. So in case you're looking for a concept like this, please send a message in the chat box. Someone will help you on how to do it. Or we can also send the information on how this actually functions and train you on this part. So coming back to the point of the question answer sessions, Rahul Kulkarni. Rahul, can you unmute Rahul? Or Mosam, can you please unmute yourself?
1 second. Before that, we have Arun Ji.
Yes,
He raised his hand first.
Yeah.
Arun Ji, go ahead.
Can you unmute him?
Yeah. Good evening. This is Arun Bhutani from District 3011.
Yeah.
Club is Rotary Club of Delhi, Manthan.
Yeah.
Now, one is I wanted to reconfirm the information asked by a friend from Rotary Club of Ahmednagar.
Yeah.
That when you are planting a tree, for example, now just to clarify, for
Yeah.
example, I'm planting the tree in my community, which
Yeah.
has around 300 or 500 residents. So should we mention that as a beneficiary, direct beneficiary, or what do we do? How do we do it? And
Yeah.
then I have
Yes,
a
please do
question.
that. Please do that. Yes.
You
So
can.
that is okay. Hello.
Yeah.
So it is clear that number of residents in the colony can be added as direct beneficiaries.
As beneficiaries. Yeah.
Great. Now I have a second problem with when you had started showing the mobile. So the screen I'm getting from mobile, it is not allowing me to go to that screen where it is all directory or GOV section, everything is there. Maybe I'll show you the screen I'm getting it, Oh, it is not coming. I can't show it because the background I have
Background,
changed.
yeah, because of background we can't see that. So remove the background, we can show you that.
Yeah. So the screen is showing Find Club, Find Rotarian projects, Rotary World, Rotary India, Delhi Manthan, and District 3011. These are the.
Click on the Delhi Manthan.
Click on the Delhi Manthan. Okay.
Delhi Manthan, you have icon called as service projects there.
All right. Then here it comes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there you can go and add.
Earlier it was not. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, Rahul Kulkarni, can you please?
Hi, this is Rahul Kulkarni, Rotary Club of Kolhapur Sunrise 3170. Sir, as you mentioned about the ongoing projects and one-time project, but I just wanted to have in a situation like that. First of all, we have done one project, say rainwater harvesting, and we thought that it would be a one-time project. But later, say after 4 or 5 months, we found that this is the requirement of rainwater harvesting in some other villages also. And after that, can we convert that one-time project? Can we edit that one-time project into ongoing project?
Very beautiful question, Rahul. Yes, you can go there and edit that project and change it from one time to an ongoing project. Perfect. You can do that. When you do that, it will ask you to write the name for that ongoing project. We can write as RWH, rainwater harvesting example. So whenever you add a new project on rainwater harvesting, you can keep on adding it in that particular list.
Yes, fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Mosam. We are trying to unmute you.
Good evening, sir. Myself, Mosam Parekh.
Yeah.
From District 3060, Rotary Club of Bharuch Femina.
Yeah.
So my question is that I wanted to introduce new Interact Club. So how can I add them?
That's in the youth service, you have an option to add.
So in the service project itself, we have to
service
introduce
project
that?
in the youth service, you have an option to add the RILA, your Interact Club, your Rotary Club can be added there. Even though it does not come in the area of focus, but we have added that as a separate thing called as youth service. Inside that, you can add that.
Fine. So actually we have one. So that will go in a continuation itself?
Yeah,
And one more we
that
can
you are
add it
doing an
from
action,
here.
or let's say you have some information about the youth service project, you want to add that, you can do that.
Okay. Thank you so much for your information. Yeah.
Apurva Modi from Rajkot, yeah. Yeah,
Good evening, myself Apurva Modi from Rotary Club of Rajkot Greater. Currently, I am the secretary of the club. One thing that was shown on the app and website, that WhatsApp balance, send message option is there and the WhatsApp balance is there. So just can you throw some light for that?
Yeah. So now, on if you are logged in, there is an option called as marketplace. So click on the marketplace. Every information is very clearly mentioned to you there. Example, say you want to send a greeting to all your members on their birthdays or anniversaries. Let's assume that Rajkot Greater has got say 100 members, for example. So that means you have around about 200 birthdays or anniversaries, expecting that everybody are married. Okay, so that means you need to send a notification to them. The system can actually generate a greeting from club president so-and-so and secretary Apurva Modi. A message can go to every member of their birthday. Or on an upcoming event. Next week, you have a project happening in Rajkot railway station on a specific subject. You want to send this notification as a notification in the app. You don't have to pay. You don't have to worry about the WhatsApp. But in case you want it to go in WhatsApp also to people, because there are people who may not see the notification on the app, but you expect that they're going to see the notification on the WhatsApp, you can enable that. Same way, you added a service project today. You want that service project to be delivered on everybody's WhatsApp. The reason is simple. Look at the public image it can create. आपने उसमें add कर दिया. You add it to a friend of yours in your club called as Manish Joshi, who's Narendra Rao's friend. Your Manish Joshi may forward that to Narendra Rao, who's sitting in Mumbai. I like that the project of Rajkot later. I'm also going to share it to someone else. So by having this enabled, you are actually creating the information viral from your own system. So in case you want that, you can enable the WhatsApp by doing that.
No, actually, he is asking like the notification is entirely free of cost, but if they want to send it to WhatsApp marketplace, they will have to buy.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You need to purchase the WhatsApp from there. So there's a marketplace. It helps you how to buy the WhatsApp message. Yeah, Ghanshyam Das, please.
Good evening. I'm Ghanshyam Das from District 3250, Rotary Club of Bokaro. I just wanted to reconfirm whether this blood donation and Annapurna projects, can it be taken as service projects?
Of course, blood donation comes in the service project. You go to disease prevention and there is a blood donation camp is there in the list there.
So suppose there are 10 units of blood donation collected. So the beneficiaries are 10 persons or can it be more?
So normally one blood pouch you collect can go to 2 people in terms of one person for the platelet, I think one for the blood. So in that way, you can write double the amount. Example, if 10, you can write 20 as a beneficiaries. It cannot be more than 20 people.
So another, just a small question. Well, as we complete the project, we need to keep it posting in the website, or at the end of the month only we should do it?
Ghanshyam, I'll tell you a simple idea. You did a project today.
Yeah.
I'm asking a very simple question to you, but I want everybody to hear to this very clearly. It's a very beautiful question by Ghanshyam ji. Whether to add a project today or shall I wait till the end of the month? Sir, एक हफ्ता पहले, last Sunday आप किधर जाके हैं? If I ask you this question, you will have to actually tickle your brain. Last Sunday में किधर?
I will take time to think.
Time to do it. So today your memory is fresh. So my request is, आज project हो गया. You know the story. You can go and add it today itself.
Okay.
So then you will be able to write a better story about it today. And not only that, your governor, who's sitting and monitoring, or your AG who's he'll also feel so good. Wow, आज project हो गया. And so आपका club का नाम क्या है घनश्याम जी?
Rotary Club of Bokaro Steel City.
Bokaro is, that means 3250. So
yeah,
your governor, example say Sanjeev Kumar Thakur, will be so happy. Wow, आज project हो गया Bokaro में, and it's already been added in the district website. And your AG, I don't know who the AG is, he will also feel so happy that it's already added there. So adding a project is beneficial for you because you remember it. It's beneficial for the governor plus Rotary India website. Imagine आज Rotary India website में जाएगा, you will see 745 projects. Or else in the end of the month, you will see 5,000 projects or 10,000 projects, but not today. So adding a project on the same day is beneficial for everybody.
Okay. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, you have told that some 10,999 we have to deposit. That is for 1 year or it is for one time?
See, the club website, we are not charging you for the development. We charge you for the maintenance of it. So it's a yearly maintenance cost. Sir, I'll tell you the simple concept of a website, whoever is asking this question.
Yeah.
11,000 rupees mein, you are getting a secured socket layer, that is SSL certificate added website. That means आपने जो भी content add किया है, that content is also read by Google for your search engine optimization. Second, space. आपने 50 project डाल दिया, आपने 500 project डाल दिया, does not matter. The data is stored in the system. That means your space is also taken care. Third, It is a dynamic website. It's not a static website. The website is in the control of the leaders of the club. आपको आज बैनर का फोटोग्राफ चेंज करना है, आपको you want to earn money of through advertisements in the website, और आपको रात को 12 बजे नया प्रोजेक्ट ऐड करना है, नया मेंबर खुद का फोटोग्राफ जाके चेंज कर दिया, वेबसाइट में अपडेट हो जाएगा. So your website is completely dynamic. So $7,000 is the cost for the entire process for 1 year as a subscription cost.
And you don't need a web developer. You
Yeah,
don't
most
need
important,
a
you don't need a web developer. You are a web
Cost
developer.
a few lakhs of rupees for maintenance of this website.
मैं आपको एक simple calculation बताता हूँ घनश्याम जी. Imagine you have a web developer. For every project, समझो आप 500 रुपए उसको दे रहे हो ऐड करने में. आप 25 प्रोजेक्ट ऐड करते हो, 25 मीटिंग ऐड करते हो, और 10-12 न्यूज़लेटर्स ऐड करते हो, and every time you pay him 500 rupees for doing it, you end up spending $40,000.
Yeah.
But here you are spending only $11,000 and you are the head of it. See, friends, we have Rotarians who are more than 75-year-old and he is updating their website by himself. And he's calling me, Narendra, I have updated the website today. He's so proud to say that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, Sharad.
Good evening. Your lecture was very fantastic. Just a small question.
Yeah.
Do you need to take any special care for the
Can you
CSR
switch off
project?
your camera because there's a network issue from your side. Switch off your camera so we'll be able to hear you well. Yeah, please go ahead.
Just a small question. Do we have to take any special care for CSR projects or global grant projects?
Nothing, same process. In the funding option, you need to select the global grant option or select the CSR option. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, NK Lamba.
Hi, Narendra. This is Narendra Lamba from Delhi.
Lovely.
11. And incidentally, I'm an AG. So just guide me how, as an AG, I get access to the data of all my clubs.
Acha. Now, in a matter of another 2-3 days, Mohit, who's already here, who will add all the AGs in the system. So that means you will automatically get a login ID and a password. Let's assume that you have, say, 8 or 9 or 10 or 5 clubs. You will get the report of all those 5 to 10 clubs.
Wonderful.
We will also go to have a separate session for your district. We already discussed with Ashok Kantur as well as Rakesh Talwarji on this subject. So we will have a training there to even train you on how to use it better.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Ullas. Yeah,
so my question is, see, now there are Rotary India, then we have Rotary International, and then the club site, which is again linked to your site. So when we want to add now the other directors' names, so should we do it in the your Rotary India or in that international we need to do, and then it will be?
Yeah, so if you're talking about the board of directors,
yes,
so the standard 8 designations you can add in Rotary.org itself. That is starting from president, secretary, treasurer, executive secretary, and 4 officers. That is membership chair, public image chair, service project chair, as well as a
foundation
chair. So these 8 you can add it in Rotary.org itself. It automatically comes from there.
Yeah.
But other directors, we may have a director for something else. Example, director for which is not there in that list. Example, your father at arms and everything. You need to add in the board of directors in the Rotary India itself. And the moment you add it, it also seen in the district website. Sorry, in the club website.
International ORG also it will go Rotary.
No, it won't go to Rotary.org. Whatever you add here, it's not going to Rotary.org, but it will be seen in your club website. I'm sorry, it's not district website, club website.
Okay. Club website. Okay. So the movement will happen. Like if I add a Rotary India project, it will be there, and also it will go to the site.
Yeah.
My club site. Right?
Club website. Yeah. So I showed you the club website.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. In that automatically that gets added.
Yeah, okay. So if I also,
I'm just giving a simple example, sir. आपका जो बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर है आज उसका मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन में जाके इन द रोटरी इंडिया उसने उसका फोटोग्राफ चेंज कर दिया,
correct,
वो भी आपका वेबसाइट में ऑटोमेटिकली अपडेट हो जाएगा।
change हो जाएगा, okay,
ठीक है?
all right, thanks.
शीतल पारेख, Sheetal, can you please unmute yourself?
I think my question was regarding that continuous and one-time project, but I think it has already been asked by someone. So I think my query is solved in that regards.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Mausami Bhattacharya.
Yeah, good evening, Narendraji. I'm from District 3291.
Yeah.
I have a question regarding website.
Yeah.
What do you mean by advertisement photo or advertisement link? I couldn't understand. Actually, I have a network issue. That's why I am unable to show
No
my.
problem. Can you see this website now?
Yeah, I am seeing this.
Yeah. So can you see this four-way test here? Example.
Four-way test. Yes.
This particular page is, or this particular area, which you can see, imagine Rotary now. This is under your control to change it. Example, let's say now you want to raise funds for your club.
Okay.
So this space you can sell it to, example, a builder for 1 month in your vicinity. Tell that builder, you pay me 20,000 rupees. I'm going to have the advertisement of your building here. So now when you add it here in this place, you also have an option to add a link to this. That means it can be linked to his website or it can be a link to a PDF. That is a brochure of that particular building that he's constructing.
Okay.
So you are also benefiting him by showing his product in your website. Plus your club is also earning 20,000 rupees for doing this.
Oh, but is it mandatory?
Pardon me?
So, is it mandatory?
No. Nothing is mandatory. This website is a public image for your club.
Yeah, I know that.
You see, today you are a president or a secretary. You're doing a great work in your club. But who's seeing it? Who knows about it? So in case you have a good public image, that means my club has a website, it's seen. I'll tell you why. Let's say today your sister or daughter is going to Chicago. How will you find a club near there? You'll go to Google and say Rotary Club in Chicago. Am I right?
Yes.
So someone writes Rotary Club in Kolkata or Jadavpur, example. And your club is there. If they see your website, they see Mausami's photograph there, and it shows 25 projects done by you. One, your club's public image is increased. Second, maybe for a CSR, a nearby company who may want to support a Rotary Club there are also searching in Google for a good organization where they can put their money at good cost. They can find you there. So you are actually creating a gateway for getting more funding for the project by having that. So advertisement area is nothing but your club can earn money which can be used for the club cost. So our intention is the Rotary India charges an expense of 10,999. We want that to be recovered by you in a month itself, so that your club website becomes free for you and you're earning money also through advertisements. Your club also is benefited by additional funds for you.
Okay. Now I can understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jaya Prakash Balasubramaniam. Pranav, Aishwarya, can you unmute them, please?
I think first is Ajit Srivastav.
Can you please unmute because I'm not able to see.
Yeah.
Unmute Ajit Srivastav.
Yeah, I'm already unmuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ajit ji, please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Firstly, the talk was excellent.
Thank you very much.
I am the secretary of Rotary Club Mira Road under 3141.
Okay.
Next year, I am the president-elect. Now, my one query is, like the projects which we do,
yeah.
now we try to involve even the non-Rotarians.
Yeah.
Just to sow a seed into their minds of doing, of having the feel of giving. Also, the interactors. Now, in your service projects, where you mention the people involved is Rotarian and Rotractors, there's no slot for interactor, or you can call visitors, or you can call non-Rotarians.
Good point. Anshumanji is a very good point. We should think of adding this. Is Anshumanji there? I think he got dropped off in the network. Good
I
point,
put it-
Ajit ji. We will consider this. We will.
Yes, yes, please do it.
Yeah.
Same,
Naren, please do it. Yes.
same is the case with the attendance. I mean, in all the features, at
Yeah.
least my aim has been to rope in the non-Rotarians. To
Achha, by
rope
the
in
way, in
more
attendance,
children.
you have the option, Ajit ji. You can also add
Visitors.
visitors in the.
Visitors. Yes. Only in the attendance it is there. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You're absolutely right.
Good point.
But
We
in
will
the
think of enabling this part. Very good point. Thank you very much.
I'll be grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
so
really
much.
appreciate this feedback.
Thank you very much.
So, Aishwarya Pranab, can you please check?
Yeah, next is Pragna Mehta. Just 1 second. Pragna ji, you can unmute.
Yeah, I have question that we have myrotary.org as well as rotaryindia.org. So if we update everything in Rotary India org, what is the role of myrotary.org?
See, unfortunately, Rotary.org does not quantify the work that is being done by you. Let's assume that Prajna, your club has done 25 projects in the current year, 25 projects in the last year, 25 projects in the before last year. That means you have done 75 projects. In Rotary.org, there is no way to find that. Or your district website does not have this information coming from Rotary.org. Third, your club monthly report is not linked to Rotary.org. Your OCV is not linked to Rotary.org. So Rotary.org does not share those information to you. Second, in Rotary.org, the projects are not stored for eternity. It is going to be deleted after 4 or 5 years. But in India, it will be permanently there. So whatever Pragna Mehta has done in the year 22-23, I want you to feel so nice to show it to your grandchildren after 10 years, saying that, you know, what did I do during my presidency in the year 22-23? I'll show you right now. Friends, if we talk to a past president of a club, Pragna ji, what is the first thing that he's going to say? You know, do you know, Pragna, what I did during my year as president in 2005-06? Why he's proud to say that? He's very proud about what work he has done as the president. So to make that feel good, this tool is created under the leadership of the RI President Shekhar Mehta 21-22. He is the brainchild of this entire thing. He said, this is actually, he dreamt about having this product in 2011-12 when he was a director, and luckily during his presidency, actually we got it enabled.
So we should update everything in rotaryindia.org.
India, and you should also update in Rotary.org for your goals, your presidential citation. But in Rotary.org, you may not want to add all your 50 or 100 projects. You can add those important 10 projects or 5 projects that in Rotary.org.
So that is useful to whom? Because that is already
for
added.
your citation, you will need that records.
Oh, for citation, you need that.
Presidential citation, you have a goal setting there. In the goal, in case you mentioned that I'm going to do 5 projects, you need to add 5 projects there.
Okay.
Clear? Yeah.
Yeah. And what?
Your mic is, 1 second. Can you unmute Pragna, please?
One more question, that we have already subscribed for the website.
Yeah.
So whatever data we are feeding in rotaryindia.org will flow into
automatically go into your club website.
We don't have to do anything.
Absolutely. You just have to see and watch your website. As I told you, you can go and add change the banner photograph. That's it. Yesterday, there was a VVIP in your club who had come for a project, or you had a nice project photograph. Go and update it in the banner today, so that you will feel nice to see the new photograph there.
Okay. Fine.
And that too, you just have to go into that website data icon in the screen, you can go and update it yourself.
That is through Rotary
On
India?
in the Rotary India dashboard, there's an icon called as website data. You can go and update it there.
Sure, sure. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Yeah. There are a lot of people. Friends, our class is over actually at 5:45, but if anybody wants to be here and talk, we can spend some more time. Don't worry. Rotary Club of E-Connect, Geetanjali. Yeah, please go ahead, Geetanjali.
Yes, yes. Thank you. This is Geetanjali from 3190 Rotary Connect. We have subscribed to the website, and as you had mentioned about advertisement, a kind request is that, like not to use our website for advertising rotaryindia.org. I think I already
No,
spoke.
actually, the page, I saw your email, the page which was, it's a default page of download rotaryindia.org, which we changed now, rather it will be updated any moment. We are changing it to just a four-way test image. See, my request is add your image. We are not putting we are not using it for advertisements. That was just
I can understand that, but
simple image. We just put that. That too, we just said about download the rotaryindia.org. That's it. So
no, it is,
we
like,
took your suggestion and we have already changed it to a four-way test page.
Okay, fine. I think it is still not updated because I just saw it.
Anyway, you can update, you can put a different content there. That is because it's a blank space, we just use that for place. Anyway, we are updating it. By today or tomorrow morning, it will be updated to a four-way test page. Don't worry.
Okay, the other one, and I think a couple of people earlier also mentioned about Interact Club and Rotaract Club projects to be, mentioned. I mean, there should be a way where we can update, but Rotaractors are, of course, they have money, but I think if there is a space where we can include the name of our Interact clubs and the project activities that they are doing, so that will be nice. It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Naren, I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
At this point of time, the leadership of Rotary India has not decided that they will give separate access to Rotaract or Interact. But any Rotary Club can update or upload a project done by Rotaract Club and their Rotaract or Interact in the same way as they are uploading their own projects. Only in the description they can mention that this project has been done by the Rotaract Club of so and so.
Yes, yes, exactly. Maybe there is a separate link if we can provide.
That is not possible at this moment.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about giving access to interactors, but to highlight the point that, like this club has got so many interactors, the mention about a separate sort of a slot where it'll be controlled by the parent club itself, but an access.
No, that you can add. You go to the drop-down youth service. There are separate verticals, sub-menu on Rotaract, Interact, and others. There you can add.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Or Naren.
Yeah.
When they are adding in these 24 menus, sub-menus that we have.
Yeah.
What we can do, you can create another menu that Rotaract and Interact clubs. So the sponsoring Rotary Club can name their sponsored Interact and Rotary Club's name in the main menu. That we can think of it. There is no harm in doing that.
Yes, exactly. That's what I meant to
Naren, please make a note of it. We will create a separate menu, maybe a 25th menu, where Rotaract and Interact Club we can mention. The clubs, if they want, they can add the Rotaract and Interact Club names.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, can you please, who's the other person?
Next is Ritu Kamal Agarwal.
Yes, we are here. Hi.
Yeah, hi.
We are from Rotary Allahabad Midtown, District 3120.
Okay.
And thank you, first of all, for coining this term, webmaster. And we have, you can say, made a chair webmaster in our club.
Oh, lovely.
Who are assisting us. Thank you so much for that. So we were very happy with the sessions which we are going through and very informative. And the best part is you are so thorough that you are not referring to any book. You're just answering our questions, and almost all the questions are very nicely explained. Would you please let us know how we can again make others as admin? Because I was trying to do it on my phone, but somehow I think I missed.
You can't do this on a phone, Ritu. What you need to do is you are a current president, right?
Yes, sir. I'm Saurabh. He's Ritu. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Saurabh and Ritu. So what you do is log into rotary.org by the admin login on the desktop.
Not from the mobile.
In the mobile, there's an admin icon. From there, you have to again log into the directory. You can do that from there too. Or else, easiest way is to do from the desktop, where you can log in there, and like a WhatsApp, you are admin, you can make another person as an admin.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I've gone through the mobile. I've gone through the admin. Now there's a directory. When I'm pressing on the directory, it says
you need to log in
from the directory.
In the admin also, it will ask you to log in to rotaryindia.org. You'll have to log in there.
From the admin, it is not asking to log in.
It is not easy to do it from the mobile. So
okay.
So
fine.
Shall I show you that for a second?
Please, sir. Please. I'll just remove my video so that everyone.
Yeah. So now look at it. I'm just clicking on the login button. What is the name of your club? You said?
Sir, Rotary Club of Allahabad Midtown.
Don't call me sir. I'm a Rotarian too.
Brother. Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to your club just now directly.
Midtown. Yes, this one.
So now these are the admins of your club.
Saurabh,
now who else you want to be the admin?
Ritu is already there.
Yeah.
But he's not being like on his phone. The plus button is not coming.
Okay, I'm removing his admin rights and I'm giving him the admin rights again, so he will get it. Ritu.
And sir, how do we
your mobile number is proper?
Yes, sir. Also, sir, how to sync this rotary.org? We have to enable it.
Yeah, you need to enable the sync.
Okay. Can you please demonstrate
now,
how do we do it?
When you click on the sync button.
Yes, sir.
Can you see the screen?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Just follow the steps in rotary.org.
Okay.
Go to rotary.org. Click
Okay.
on the club and district administration. Click on club member data. Designate a club vendor. In that drop down, click on edit. There's option to add a member, add a vendor. Select Roaster on Wheels as a vendor. That to view only access. And click on the I agree. Your work is done. By tomorrow morning, your club is synchronized.
Roger that, sir. Roger that. Thank you. Thank you, Naren. Thank you.
Whole process is mentioned here itself.
Roger that. Roger that. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Aishu, who's the next person?
Debashish Dasgupta, can you unmute yourself, please? Yeah, thank you.
Narendra ji, I am from Rotary Club of Calcutta, Amori.
Yeah.
I'm the president, District 3291.
Yeah, yeah.
My question is, I have tried to delete one member who has left our club, but I cannot delete his name from the directory.
You cannot delete any member or add a member in rotaryindia.org. You need to update it in rotary.org. And as long as your club is synchronized the way we showed you just now for Saurabh and Ritu, if a club is synchronized, automatically it will get updated here. That means, imagine you have added Narendra Rao as a member in your club today. Tomorrow morning, Narendra Rao is in your club in the Rotary India. Or you terminated Narendra Rao's membership today in rotary.org. Tomorrow morning, Narendra Rao's name is removed from rotary.india.org.
But I have already deleted his name from the rotary.org, but it has not been synchronized.
Has your club been synchronized?
No, I don't think.
Yeah, you need to have that. So you saw the screen just now when I showed you. See now this particular place, just check whether it shows disabled or enabled. If it is disabled, you need to change it to enabled by going into rotary.org and following that steps.
No, it is showing enabled.
Yeah, so that means it will happen. Don't worry, just leave it. In a day or two, it will get synchronized. Don't worry about it.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Jay Prakash Balasubramaniam, I'm trying to unmute you. Jayaprakash Balasubramaniam. Okay, Dhanashri Kelkar.
Hello.
Yeah, Dhanashri.
Just 1 second. Let me start my video. Hello. Thank you very much for this session, and it was very useful, thorough, and informative for us. I am secretary of Rotary Club of Solapur North, District 3132. I have I have actually two questions. First question is regarding the man hours. How to calculate those number of hours? What is the guideline for that? And
Very
same.
simple. The question is, see, you have 5 hours you spend for a project, and let's assume that 5 of your people are gone there to do it.
Okay.
That is 5 into 5 is 25. Say 8 people are gone for a project, and you spend 3 hours for doing the project. It's 24 man hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 But does that include like planning of the project or anything like that, or it is just the actual?
It is the time spent for the project.
For
Does
the
not
project.
matter. It may be during the project, before the project, for the planning also can be considered in the man hours. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. And then second question, a similar thing, the budget, basically the cost of the project. So what we should consider in that, is it just the, let us say somebody has given a donation of 5,000 rupees for certain cause. So is it cost of the project is 5,000, or how should we calculate that?
You need to know the cost of the project. It's not a question of someone contributed 5,000. Example, say I contributed 5,000 for a project, but you have spent another 2,000 bucks from your pocket or from the club's pocket, or
Okay.
finally the project cost will become 8,000 rupees. So that's the cost of the project.
Okay.
So in that you can select the option of self-funded or others, whoever is
Okay.
funding the project.
Okay. And in about joint project, the same thing, man hours and cost. Is it split as the clubs are participating, or is it?
You put your data.
Okay.
Your club, 7 people are gone for it. You write
Okay.
7 people there. In that
Okay.
project, there will be 70 people. Out of that, 63 are not from your club. Don't bother. Your team is 7 people in the club project. You put 7 people there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dilip Kumar Somani, please go ahead and ask the question.
Yeah, good evening. This is Dilip Somani from Rotary Club of Jorhat, District 3240.
Yeah.
My question is with regard to beneficiaries.
Yeah.
So can it be put like unlimited? Because when waiting shed and public toilet is constructed in public places, then numbers you do not know. So can it be like unlimited? We can mention.
You can't do that. So that's the reason I said, see, what happens is, that is the reason we have the zonal coordinators who are tracking that. So practically these things, honestly, there is no real answer to it. Example, say in a public property, public toilet may be used by 1,000 people in the first month, 5,000 people in the second month. So my suggestion is you put a simple ballpoint figure, as 500 or 1,000, because it makes no difference. You adding 1 lakh people is not going to change the quality of the project. So you put a normal figure, because if you increase wrong figure.
Naren,
yeah.
Naren, for this kind of projects, what we suggest,
yeah.
that they should calculate first month's footfall. Suppose for a public toilet or a drinking water facility at a public place, we can allow the number of beneficiaries for a month, because there may be repeat beneficiaries. We don't know. So suppose a drinking water facility, 500 people on an average per day they are taking. So if you calculate for a month, it may be 15,000 maximum. For the toilet also like that. All these public facilities, we can accept maximum of 1 month's user details, not more than that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Smita Sa.
Good evening, sir. I'm from the Secretary of Rotary Club of Bombay Central. I couldn't ask my question earlier because I had some network issues. I think you had called my name, but I'm really sorry for that.
No problem.
I had a query that will we have similar session for Rotary ORG also?
No, we will be managing the rotaryindia.org, because there are a lot of modules in rotaryindia.org itself we cover. So we are not going to cover the Rotary.org currently.
And how do we about that enabling thing about Rotary ORG and Rotary India? So
Yeah, so that
how
synchronization steps jo hai, so which we can send that steps to you, or as I told you, go into rotaryindia.org website. On the top, we can see whether club is synchronized or not. Next to that, there's a small symbol. Click on that. It shows a small creative, which shows all the 4 steps. So it does not take more than 2 to 3 minutes for adding those.
So this has to be done in the Rotary India or Rotary ORG?
It has to be done in rotary.org. And it's a one-time process. Once you do it, your next president need not do it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Only one thing I can add,
yeah,
that in the last 2 years, we have also observed that some of the participants, they are having some critical issues on rotary.org also, that they need little bit of guidance. So last 2 years also, we have tried to answer those queries if time permits, and we'll continue to do that. Our job is to help you in any manner. So, but basically we will concentrate on rotaryindia.org. But if you have some critical issues, we can guide you whom to contact, whom to write, and how to solve it. If time permits, we have done it in the past, we'll continue to do it this year as well.
So one question is that how do we know which project should we select and put in the ORG? You said you can select some projects.
You are the club president or secretary?
Secretary.
You are the club secretary. So in rotary.org, you go to Rotary Club Central. There are some goals to be set. You fix up those goals, and you will find from there what are the projects you need to upload there and update there. Based on the goals you have set, you need to upload. Like Naren said earlier, you may have done 50 projects, but in the rotary.org goal setting, you have indicated that you will do 12 projects. Because this goal setting is mainly to get the Rotary International President citation at the end of the year. So suppose you have finalized the 12 projects you will do, you set the goal in rotary.org. So out of the 50 projects you have done, you only upload 12 or 13 projects in rotary.org. That will suffice your purpose. But we will tell you to upload every single project in rotaryindia.org. That's all.
Can we edit those goals? Like suppose we put 12 goals and
yes. No, somebody from your district must teach you. You had secretary-elect training seminar, president-elect training seminar. Your incoming district leaders, this is their responsibility to teach you how to do it.
You can edit the goal even on 29th of June too.
Yes. You can edit the goal even on the last day of your year. No issue.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Dharmendra ji, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
As we delete or add members at rotary.org the last end of the year,
yeah,
that will directly come to rotaryindia.com or .org, or we have to delete or add members separately from rotary.india.
No, you don't need to do that. As long as your club is synchronized, the data
Yes.
will get automatically synchronized here. So
Okay.
there was a problem in rotary.org on 30th of June. The site was crashed. Because of that, all those data which is deleted is not moved into Rotary India because of the synchronization. So
That's my problem.
We
I
are
already
picking that and we are clearing that data. Don't worry.
okay, because I have already deleted 3. My club is a.
It will be deleted here in a matter of maybe 3-4 days because we already wrote to them. So they are giving us the access to clear that data.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bhagwan Das ji, please.
नमस्ते सर.
नमस्ते.
बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम चल रहा है सर आपका. वेरी इंफॉर्मेटिव.
Thank you very much, sir.
आई एम भगवान दास गुप्ता, रोटरी क्लब गांधीधाम प्रेसिडेंट.
बोलिए सर.
सर हमारे यहाँ 3-4 पब्लिक प्रोजेक्ट चल रहे हैं और बहुत ही बरसों से चल रहे हैं. समथिंग लाइक हम एक स्कूल चलाते हैं जो कि डेफ एंड डम बच्चों के लिए है. उसमें कुछ 150 से 200 बच्चे पढ़ते हैं डेली.
ओके.
और वो स्कूल पिछले 20 साल से चल रहा है.
Okay.
दूसरा है हमारे पास एक बिल्डिंग है क्लब का, उसमें लाइब्रेरी चलती है. उस लाइब्रेरी में लगभग 25 से 30 एवरेज 25 से 30 लोग आते हैं, पढ़ते हैं. और इसी तरह का हमारे पास में एक डिस्पेंसरी है. उस डिस्पेंसरी में भी हमारे फुटफॉल
you can consider भगवान जी as a ongoing project. ये जो आपने
exactly. तो वो प्रोजेक्ट में किस तरह से इसमें
एवरी मंथ में काउंट डाल दीजिए,
डालूं?
एवरी मंथ है ना ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट में आप एक काउंट डाल दीजिए। एग्जांपल से डिस्पेंसरी में ये महीने में समझो 200 लोग आके मेडिसिन लेके गए, तो आपका ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट में रोज आपको एंट्री करने की जरूरत नहीं है, मंथली एक बार कर दीजिए, तो आपका मंथली रिपोर्ट में भी ऐड हो जाएगा।
ओके,
ऑनगोइंग, बट आपको प्रोजेक्ट एक ही है, डिस्पेंसरी इज वन प्रोजेक्ट, बट उसका बेनिफिशियरी जो ऐड होते जाएंगे।
अच्छा,
नरेन मैं एक चीज ऐड करना चाहता हूँ
जी
कि एक बार आई विल रिक्वेस्ट नरेन टू शो कि मान लीजिए आपका कोई प्रोजेक्ट पिछले 10 साल से चल रहा है, तो मान लीजिए वो प्रोजेक्ट 2012 में चालू हुआ, तो हमारा ये वेबसाइट में ये सिस्टम है कि वहाँ 2011-12 ईयर सिलेक्ट करके वो प्रोजेक्ट वहाँ आप डाल सकते हैं, और उसका बाद से एवरी ईयर में 2013, 14, 15, 16 करके एवरी ईयर में आप वही सेम प्रोजेक्ट कंटिन्यूइंग प्रोजेक्ट दिखा के बेनिफिशियरी ऐड कर सकते हैं।
ओके,
तो ये ड्रॉप डाउन में सिस्टम है। आई विल रिक्वेस्ट नरेन टू शो इट टू एवरीबॉडी कि बैक ईयर का प्रोजेक्ट अगर अपलोड करना चाहे तो वेयर दे विल गो एंड हाउ दे विल सी।
दिस विल बी बेनिफिशियल टू ऑल, दिस विल बी बेनिफिशियल टू
सर
ऑल।
आप देख लीजिए, अगर मैं सर्विस प्रोजेक्ट में जा रहा हूँ, इलाहाबाद मिट्टा उनका, मैं एडिंग द प्रोजेक्ट, अभी जो ऐड प्रोजेक्ट में डालता हूँ ना सर, इधर जो डेट है, एग्जाम्पल है ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट है, मैं उसका नाम दे दिया डिस्पेंसरी, एग्जाम्पल
राइट,
कॉल्ड एज, इसका नाम दे दिया डिस्पेंसरी
जी,
एट सो एंड सो रोड, एमजी रोड
जी,
एग्जाम्पल। ये
नहीं,
जॉइंट
वो पुराना साल में कैसे ऐड करेगा? 2011-12 में ये दिखाओ।
मैं बताता हूँ, वही दिखा रहा हूँ सर। इधर जो है डेट जो है ना, इधर आज का डेट नहीं डालता हूँ, मैं लिख रहा हूँ सीधा चेंज करके 2012 का जुलाई मंथ में आपका प्रोजेक्ट चालू हुआ था, एग्जाम्पल।
राइट,
मैं ये अभी प्रोजेक्ट ऐड आज ये साल का नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं 2012 का प्रोजेक्ट ऐड कर रहा हूँ।
ओके,
उधर जाके मैं लिख रहा हूँ डिस्पेंसरी, रोटरी डिस्पेंसरी,
राइट,
एंड जो भी उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन है, इट इज इनॉग्रेटेड बाय सो एंड सो गवर्नर इन द ईयर 11-12। एरिया ऑफ फोकस में जाके आप डिसीज प्रिवेंशन में जाएंगे, यू विल सिलेक्ट इट इन द diagnostic center or pathology, whatever distribution, example treatment, इधर जाके आप लिख रहे हैं जनरल डिसीजेस, आप डाल दिया। कॉस्ट ऑफ दिस प्रोजेक्ट एट दैट टाइम वाज 3,50,000 एग्जाम्पल,
3,50,000, ओके,
एंड सेल्फ फंडेड और CSR जो भी रहेगा। अभी बेनिफिशियरीज का काउंट का लिमिट नहीं है, बट आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग एज 1000 बेनिफिशियरीज, and man hours spent during that time was 500, routines involved were 50 एग्जाम्पल। मैं जाके आपका वो पुराना फोटोग्राफ आपके पास रहेगा तो आप ऐड कर सकते हो, आप अभी सेव कर सकते हो, ये 2012 में जाके सेव होगा।
ओके,
उसके बाद आज जाके आप उसका कंटिन्यूएशन में ऑनगोइंग में ऐड करते जा सकते हो।
ओके, और वो एवरी मंथ में उसे अपडेट कर सकता हूँ,
अपडेट कर सकते हो।
तो ये होम पेज में वो एक बार ड्रॉप डाउन दिखा देना कि कहां से जाके 2012 का वो देख सकते हैं।
ये जो है अभी,
हाँ, होम पेज में दिखा दो ना।
ये जो आपने सेव कर दिया, एग्जाम्पल बता रहा हूँ, समझो आप आपका क्लब का वेबसाइट में गए, ये जो वेबसाइट में इधर जो ड्रॉप डाउन है ना, आपको ऑटोमेटिकली 2012 का दिखेगा।
ओके, ओके,
ये अभी देखिए, ये क्लब ने खाली 5 साल 6 साल का प्रोजेक्ट ऐड किया है, उसके लिए 6 साल दिख रहा है। तो आपका क्लब ने 10 साल का प्रोजेक्ट ऐड किया तो ऑटोमेटिकली 2012-13 का प्रोजेक्ट दिखेगा। उधर क्लिक करेगा तो इधर प्रोजेक्ट का जो लिस्ट में वो प्रोजेक्ट इधर दिखेगा।
राइट, 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 ओके। सर एक क्वेश्चन और था मेरा, हमारे पास में एक और भी बहुत बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा है, दैट इज फॉरेस्ट प्रोजेक्ट। हम लोगों ने 31 एकड़ के अंदर एक फॉरेस्ट डालना शुरू किया है, और पिछले 2 साल से हमने उसके अंदर में 50,000 पेड़ डाल दिए हैं, 50,000, और अभी हमारे पास में 50,000 प्लांट्स और उसमें उगाने का प्लान है। तो वो हमारा कंटिन्यू प्रोजेक्ट है,
दैट इज आल्सो कंसीडर्ड एज ऑनलाइन प्रोजेक्ट,
ऑनलाइन प्रोजेक्ट, इसी तरह से उसे मेंटेन कर दें। ओके, थैंक यू सर।
Yeah, actually we already crossed our time limit.
Yes, I know sir, I know.
I'm just worried about people who are waiting.
Yeah.
Can we keep our questions to a limit so that we can cover and close the meeting by 6:30, because it will be almost 2 hours of meeting. Yeah, Ravindranji, can you please go ahead? But
Yeah,
keep your question very short so that we can answer also very short and
okay.
close this.
I'm from Rotary Club of Madras,
Yeah.
Basan Nagar,
Yeah.
District 3232. We are doing a global grant
Okay.
in rainwater harvesting, for which I am the primary contact.
Okay.
This project was actually started in October 2020. It was supposed to be finished that year itself, in that Rotary year. But due to the pandemic and various other reasons, it's still going on and it's nearing completion this year. Now, should I add it as a single one-time project or as an ongoing project?
So if there is a repeat activity happening for the same project, then you consider it as a repeat or ongoing project.
Okay. And then the beneficiaries are the inmates of the children's home, destitute
So then you can
children's home.
keep on adding the beneficiaries every week, every month, the same day what we were just talking earlier.
Yeah, but the number will not be 1,000. I mean, it is much less. It could at the most be around.
Sir, even if you're giving one prosthetic hand, the beneficiary is one person. Does not matter. So does not matter.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Makaran.
Hi, Makaran Phadke from Rotary Club of Pune Metro District 3131.
Yeah.
My question very briefly is, are all the districts websites already synced with this Rotary India?
Yeah, all the district websites are synced with the Rotary India, so that whenever you add a project in your district, club, automatically your district website gets updated because of that.
So, for example, if you have to start updating in Rotary.org, then our district website would also get populated, 3131.
Yeah, so your district website automatically gets updated from there.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we need to wind up in next 4 minutes by 4, I think. So let us be short now. Pradeep ji, please go ahead.
Good evening, Pradeep Mehta from Rotary Club in the Press Kokla,
Yeah.
3011. My question is a little different. You see, normally during the GOVs that are conducted,
yeah,
we the clubs normally print a booklet, for the district authorities to go through and see the details. Now, since we are uploading everything into the Rotary India org, is there a need to print the booklet for the
Absolutely no. And your district, I don't know if you know about it, Ashok Kantur has already announced, is the number one digital district in the country.
Yes.
Okay, so don't have to do anything. You just have to add everything in the RotaryIndia.org, including your club bylaws, your charter, your MOP, your.
Yeah, we have done that. We have done that.
Your governor will just see it on the Excel sheet. Don't have to worry about it.
So we don't print anything.
Absolutely. Don't waste money for printing and time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Amit. Yeah, Amit, please go ahead. Amit.
Thank you, sir, for a very nice webinar. I'm looking forward to update my club's information. My club is a new club.
Okay. I think you are in the bad network, Amit. Can you switch off your camera? Maybe that may help. Amit, your network is bad. Can you switch off your camera?
We are number one.
Amit, yeah, Tina. I think he's.
Yeah, please. I am from 3080 from Chandigarh, Rotary Club of Chandigarh. We are facing a huge problem. Our secretary, who was meant to be, left at the last moment, and now I've been made the secretary, but my name is not getting changed on websites. How do we go about it?
But it is not getting changed in Rotary.org or RotaryIndia.org?
Rotary.org.
Your current president can go and update it.
Okay.
Your current president can go and update it. The moment he updates, that also gets updated to RotaryIndia.org.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, Amit, we were not able to hear you earlier. So if you can now.
Yes.
I think you are in a bad network. If you can come to a better network. Unable to hear you, Amit. I'm unable to hear you.
Sir, can I go ahead?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Myself, let me go ahead, please. Myself, Dr. Vetrivandan from 2982, Rotary Club of Salem Midtown.
Okay, 2982.
2982, yeah.
Yeah.
Current president of Salem, Rotary Club of Salem Midtown.
Yeah.
And I have two doubts. But we were supposed to remove the two members on 30th of June.
Yeah.
But the website of Rotary.org was down, and I could be able to remove the members by on early morning of 1st. So
I don't think you will be billed, sir, because this problem is known to them, and they have already sent a circular to everybody, so you will not be billed for it. Don't have to worry.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah. Second thing, we have around 46 members earlier, and when I see the RotaryIndia.org, it shows only 34 members. So probably the data was not fetched by the Rotary.
Have you done the synchronization, sir?
Just I did, sir. Just
if you do it today, then it will happen in another 2 days.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
It will get updated by itself. Yeah.
Okay, sir. We'll get this recording of this video, sir.
Yeah, we'll share that to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Very, very, very.
It will be boring to see 2 hours of talk, but.
No. It was very wise, interful, and we would get more information about Rotary because just now we have completed first club assembly, so that India was a bit late, and we'll be more knowledgeable, and that we'll be sharing to our club also. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Prasad.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Prasad.
Yes, sir. Good evening. I'm from Talegaon, Rotary Club of Talegaon, Dabadi City, District 3131. This was a very good section, sir. But as you know, humans, okay, we are actually, when we do this practically, I think we'll be more familiar to the sites.
Yeah.
So is there any, sir, any informative or any manual where it talks about how to follow these steps and all?
You can go to RotaryIndia.org. There's a tutor, videos, and contents available there. And soon we will also be putting entire manual also in RotaryIndia.org. So maybe another 7-8 days you will see the manual also there in Rotary with all the features available there.
Oh, that will be great, sir, because when we do practically,
we'll also share all the links to all the president and secretaries soon, once we have that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Prasad. And we need to close the class now. It is already 6:30 and we have crossed our time. So thank you for all the friends who have been here. And even in the end of the class, we can see around 105 people there. Thank you very much. So next session, I'm just sharing the things. What is the next class is all about? Give me 1 second. Next week's session is going to be on updating your club directory. So please register on the same link for the next week's session. It's going to be next Wednesday evening at 4:30, and the subject is going to be update your club directory. Thank you, friends. I'm closing the meeting. Anshumanji, I'm closing the meeting.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.